Hi everyone, Louise from 805 Soap. This is a redo, and we're going to take both of those methods and I'm going to use a mold with it instead, because on the previous video it didn't work out, and I don't give up because I want to do this, and I know from right now, the noise in the background you hear is my microwave. I know right now is that those two methods for me are not going to work. I'm sorry. Those two methods for me are not going to work with log moles because I didn't get what I wanted. So we're going to try it in single molds, and I think this is going to work. So what I have here again is a white base. I've melted it down, and just for cosmetic reasons, because I want to, I'm going to add some glitter in here because I'm using one of my seed molds, and I want a sparkly base, and I might add some poppy seeds only because I like the base, this mold with some poppy seeds. So this is what I've done to the base. So now, since this is like a sea urchin mold, I'm going to use a little bit of blue, and again it's just my same colorants that I used before, and I'm going to put them in here. I'm going to use a little blue, I'm going to use a little bit of green, and I'm going to use a little bit of yellow, and maybe a little bit of pink. And how about a little bit of purple? Why not, huh? Can you see? Oh, here you go. I'm sorry. There you go. My camera is so tiny. So I got this base going, and like I said, I got a couple things in it. I'll move it around this way. Sorry about that. So I put my colorants in there, and now I'm just going to pour my base in there. And since it's a one mold, I should be okay. And I'm just going to spray it with a little rubbing alcohol, because you don't want those bubbles on the back. You know, that's a pet peeve of mine, is to have the bubbles show on the back of a soap. It's not very pretty, but that looks really pretty. I might even just add a little bit more blue in there because it's a sea urchin. And then I'm going to take it and do this. Okay, I'm going to leave it. The next one I'm going to do is the salt one. So in this one, I've decided to do a clear base. And I believe this is about 8 ounces of clear base. And what I want to do is I'm going to make this a color. So again, I'm going to use some blue on this because it's a sea urchin, maybe some blue and green. And then I'm going to throw the salt in there. So I made kind of a bluish green color. And I like to mix colors, so it looks like the sea. Maybe a little bit more blue. And again, I mix my colorants with alcohol. So that to me is pretty. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to take some salt in my bag. Same salt I used in the other video. I'm going to put a little bit of salt in the mold. I hope you guys can see this. So I'm going to put a little bit of salt in the mold, and then I'm going to put salt in there, and I'm going to put half as much, not a lot, as I did before. And you have to stir, stir, stir. And you can feel it getting thick. Okay. So I'm going to take this and I'm going to pour it in here. And I still can't see the salt in there. It's because it's sinking to the bottom. And I want to be able to see it. So I'm scooping it out as I go so the salt stays in the mold, because I have more soap than I want to pour in this particular mold. Okay, and then I'm going to use the other one over here, and I'm going to put a little bit of poppy seeds because I like this mold with poppy seeds. It just makes the mold, I don't know, it just does something to this mold that I love it. And with the rest of this, I'm going to pour it in there, and I might as well put a little bit of salt in here. And you know what? I'm going to do this. I'm going to put a couple of drops of blue. What the heck? We're experimenting, right? And a couple of drops of green. And now I'm just going to pour the rest of this in here. And I might sprinkle a little bit of salt in there on both of them. I love salt bars. My girlfriend Tracy makes the best salt bars I've ever had. And she's local. We just had lunch together the other day, so. Okay, we're going to see how this goes. I'm hoping that it's going to be a winner, and I shall unmold them and get this video up. Take care, everybody. Bye.